Okay, rule number 3, know which airlines are more helpful and probably try to fly those airlines when the mix is right between my other rules. So if they've got a direct flight, if it's an airplane for sure that your chair will fit, and for me, if it's JetBlue or Southwest, those are home runs for me. I think particularly Southwest, they're really helpful, and I need assistance with transferring into the airplane. I need assistance kind of maybe with my luggage while my wife or my caregiver is helping out. They don't stop when the clock stops just so they can wait for me to deplane. They actually, I've had pilots help me. And they're actually cheerful doing it. Other airlines, I haven't had the same experience. I've had folks just basically stand there. My dog's eating her dinner, I'm sorry. But I've had just the whole flight crew stand there and they wait and they call on the radio until airport service people show up and they just let them do all the work, which is fine. Maybe that's what their union contract says. But when you're in a hurry, you want to get home, it's really nice to have a group of people that seem like they actually treat you with respect and care, and they're happy to help out. And that's been my experience anyway with JetBlue and Southwest. Also, the nice thing about Southwest is there's no assigned seats. And for me, I'm a 6 foot tall individual, and transferring is really challenging when I'm farther back in an airplane because airplane seats are pretty close together. However, the Southwest, with no assigned seats, you get to board first, priority boarding, and you can get the bulkhead. And the bulkhead is a huge difference maker because there's lots of room to transfer, and then you've got lots of room for your legs, which is great. I think JetBlue also, you can reserve the bulkhead if you're disabled. It's been a while since I've flown JetBlue, but my experience was I could typically get the bulkhead on JetBlue. Other airlines will let you get the bulkhead, but it takes a little more than just reserving online. So you have to pay an upcharge for the bulkhead, or you can't even reserve it on like a United, but you have to make a phone call. And sometimes you can get the bulkhead, sometimes you can't. We'll talk more about that later in preparing for your flight. But the general message is here for this third rule: know which airlines that you find helpful, and I would say, stick with those airlines. For me, Southwest is number 1 domestically, followed by JetBlue, but Southwest has a bigger footprint, and then everybody else is a far cry away from the experiences I have with Southwest. Thank you. Next rule coming up.